It seems like skating and travel have absolutely nothing in common, but let me share three reasons why I believe they have a lot of things in common. So first of all, it's comfort zone and actually getting out of it. Because in order to travel, especially if you're traveling solo, you have no choice but to step out of your comfort zone and do things which you're not comfortable doing. And for me, the very first trip I ever did solo, it was, oh my god, it was the most daunting experience. I genuinely felt even physically ill because I was that nervous about it. But it's with every single trip I did, it just got easier and easier because my comfort zone has been expanding. Everything you do when you travel, it might be out of your comfort zone most of the time. For example, if you get to a new city, you're not familiar with the public transport, for example. So a lot of people, they do the easy thing and they might be just using taxis because it's easier and it's more comfortable. But if you want to experience life a bit more like a local and save some money, you probably will be using local public transport like buses, trains, trams, or whatever is in that city. Also, figuring out how to get from one place to another. For example, in Japan, I traveled all the way from Tokyo to Hiroshima, and that's covering a lot of distance in a country where I didn't speak the language, but I still managed to do it and I had a very enjoyable trip. But that was a massive step outside of my comfort zone. I, for example, wanted to visit exhibition in Seoul in South Korea, and I got out of the train when I got to location where the exhibition happening, and I was like, I don't feel very safe in this area, but I still went and saw the exhibition, and I'm very happy about those things. Also, with skating, it also takes me out of my comfort zone loads, and there are so many things that I'm so happy that I did, but just because of skating. For example, a simple thing like joining skating classes was a big step out of my comfort zone, joining street skates, and just learning new things, new tricks, and everything. Is like I don't feel comfortable with so many things at the beginning, but I get better. For example, I have a fear of stairs. It might sound crazy and completely irrational, but I have it, and for me, going down the stairs is the most horrifying thing, but I'm getting better at it just because I push myself out of my comfort zone. And I believe that both activities, traveling and skating, help anyone to get out of their own comfort zone and actually get better at things. The next thing that skating and travel have in common is opportunity to meet new people. And honestly, I met the most amazing, the most interesting people in my travels and for skating. So that's something that I am very grateful about, and I would not change it to anything else. So, for example, if I'm traveling, especially traveling alone, that actually kind of opens more opportunities to talk to other people, other travelers, locals. Because if you're traveling with someone else, or especially with a group, you kind of stick with those people together and you interact less with others. But if you're traveling on your own, you get to talk to other people more, and it's always very interesting to learn other people's stories, to learn about them, their cultures, and I really like it. Another thing is for skating, I met so many amazing people, like instructors, other students that attend the classes with me. I met a lot of people simply going on a street skate in London, and we stop for the break in the middle and just chatting with someone. So yeah, it's really amazing, and it's not just in real life, but when I'm sharing and I'm interacting with other people's content online on both topics, I also find and meet a lot of interesting people all around the world. And then the final thing is Both activities are brilliant for your health because they both encourage you to move and exercise. So, for example, for me, on a good day at work, when I'm sitting at the computer 9 to 5 and just working, if I manage to do 5,000 steps on the day, that's actually a very good day for me. But on the days when I'm traveling, exploring, I can easily do 10, 15, 20,000 steps. And that exercise is really good for me because it keeps me active, it keeps my muscles moving, it actually makes me feel happier when I move. And also if I'm traveling somewhere in outside the city in the nature, like go for a little hike, go for some park, or go on a coastal walk, that's actually giving me much more fresh air than what I would get in a city. So that's a lot of health benefits. Skating is also good for your health because, again, the same like travel, it gets you moving, you exercise, and it's much more gentle on your joints in comparison to, for example, running, because it's a different movement and it's much more gentle. And to be honest, I personally find it much more enjoyable. Alright, so these are the three reasons why I believe that skating and travel are both have things in common. And to be honest, you can actually combine both of them. You can catch a skate and go traveling at the same time. So that's why I actually combine my skating and travel content on this channel, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel and watch this video next.